Hello, Olympic View. I am Mr. Schlichting. I am the orchestra teacher here at your school.
And I'm Mr. Annis, the band teacher.
And this year, your 5th grade year, is going to be a very special year because this is the year we start band and orchestra in school. And so this is your golden opportunity to pick up an instrument and get going with it. And this is something that's going to change your life for the good throughout the rest of your high school and hopefully beyond career.
And I know that Mr. Schlichten and I have benefited a lot from being musicians, and it's an important part of our lives. And as, of course, we're teachers now, we want you to come along on that journey too. It's been a good journey for us, and this is where it's an opportunity now to start. And I know that some of you may have taken lessons in the past with piano lessons or other things like this, but we are going to focus on our band and our orchestra instruments now. So band and orchestra are coming up, starting here soon, next week. So Monday, September 20th, we'll start. If you don't have your instrument yet by then, that's okay. And I know Mr. Schlichting and I will talk about how to get those instruments in just a minute. But before we do that, Mr. Schlichting, what are some of the orchestra instruments?
Some of the orchestra instruments include the violin, the viola, and the cello. Violin plays really high, reads treble clef. Viola reads middle of the music, reads alto clef, and the cello reads really low in the bass clef. Just so you guys are aware, if you come to class wearing your regular school mask, school-approved mask, you'll be set for the year in orchestra. But I'm going to trade it over to Mr. Annis, who's going to explain the band situation with the masks.
So we have, like Mr. Schlichting said, a regular mask works for school, but for band we have a little bit different needs because our instruments are all wind instruments. We need to put air through our instruments. So we have a couple of things. We have these special masks that we give for musicians. There's a way to get your mouthpiece in your mouth for most of our instrumentalists, and then a special one for our flute players. And we have actually a special mask for our instruments as well. Depending on the instrument, it has a different size, but we will be providing all of that for you from the school. So you don't have to worry about that. If you show up with your instrument on the first day or whenever your instrument is available, we will get you set up with the right masks. We have basically 5 instruments that we teach to our beginning 5th grade instrumentalists. So Mr. Schlichting does the string instruments, I do the wind instruments. So flute, clarinet, trumpet, trombone, and percussion. Now there are a number of other instruments out there. If you already are playing maybe saxophone or French horn or one of those other instruments, go ahead and bring it. I'll still teach you. There'll be a great opportunity to learn. But most students, we encourage to start on one of those 4 or 5 instruments there. For percussionists, it's not a wind instrument. It has its own needs, and I'll be talking with you about those as well.
We highly encourage you to rent your instrument for this first year. You know, there's no harm in trying it out for this first year and saying, you know, I don't think this is my thing. We really hope it is your thing. But it's easier to rent than it is to buy an instrument. So there's, off the top of our heads, a few places you could rent from. In Town, Music and Arts, Music 6000, Yenny's, and specifically for violin, viola, cello, there's R.L. Ray in downtown. There's also, specific to band instruments up in Tacoma, Ted Brown. The district does provide instruments for those in need. Our instrument catalog right now is very low, so we would like for you to first check into rentals in the local area, and we'll get you information about that at our open house night coming up here.
And unless you already own your instrument, there is a cost associated with instruments, whether it's to get it initially or to repair it, or to get, you know, in the case of like clarinet players, to get, you know, buy new reeds. So there is a cost associated, and you and your family need to talk that over, what you can do. We strongly encourage you to rent first and not necessarily buy right away, just in case you decide this isn't your thing. But rental is a great way to go, whether it's from the store or, again, we do have a few instruments. They tend to not be quite as nice quality, but they are available, and so you can talk to one of us if that's an issue for you.
We'll have more handouts about this information this week on Thursday, September 16th. Our open house at the elementary school will be in the gym between the times of 5 p.m. and 6 p.m. We're looking forward to seeing you then.
And we do look forward to seeing you then. We'll have the instruments there. You can look at them. I don't know if you're going to be doing your sizing or not, but you can look at them, and I'm looking forward to meeting you and talking to you about those logistics. Again, 5 p.m. If you're not able to make it to that particular event, we'll send the information out to your 5th grade teacher who can pass that information. We'll also have our email addresses and our way to contact us if you have questions for us. Again, we're hoping to start band with you all on Monday, September 20th. Again, if you don't have an instrument right away, or if you're not sure if that's the right place for you, come visit. If it's a good fit for you, we'd love to have you. And if it's not a good fit for you, we totally understand. But again, this is a great opportunity for you to join band, so we hope to see you on Monday for band.
And it's a great time for you to also join orchestra. And yes, to clarify, I will be doing sizings. Instruments are going to be different sizes for students the first few years. So I'm looking forward to meeting all of you this Thursday. Take care.